This is how to easily connect your Notion to your Google Calendar for a two-way sync automation. To do this, we're going to navigate to notionautomations.com and start automating now. Once you log in, you'll be prompted to create a new automation. So I'm just going to click that and then click the Google Calendar two-way sync. Once you're logged in, you'll go through the process of connecting your Google Calendar and also connecting your Notion account. And then what we want to do next is connect the database. To do this, you can use any of your existing databases or you can create a new one and you'll need the link for it. For this, I'll just show you how to create it from scratch. So I'll create a new page with a calendar in it, just using a new database. So I just created an inline database here, titled it calendar, and then I'm going to also add a couple of tags that are crucial for this automation, which are the date and then also a text field for the automation. From there, you are going to want to navigate to the database page. So if you used a inline database like I did, navigate to the left, click onto the calendar, which is the database that you'll need a link for, and then go into add connections and find Notion automations, confirm, scroll back up and then hit copy link. Once you've copied the link, go ahead and go back to Notion Automations, select the Notion database link that you wanted to paste in there, and then select Add Database. Now it is connected on this side as well. Going into field mapping, this is where you will be able to automate the different types of properties that you want to include in your database. You can see that there's a ton of different types of things that you can put in here, like email attendees, calendar name, event color, event status, things like that. And what we're going to need to do is add those fields directly to your database. So now we are going to navigate back to the calendar in Notion, so then we can add these in. To do this, you'll just add new properties to your calendar. So you can create a attendees property. I'll just leave that as a text property. And then I also want to add in the call link as well, so I'll use a URL. The last thing that I'm going to add is a description, and I'm going to use that as a text property. And then after that, I'm going to navigate to Notion Automations again, and then refresh the Notion fields. Now I can map these back to all of the fields that I just created in my Notion database. From there, select continue, and then you can see if there's any items that you want to filter. In this case, I didn't filter any out, but you can explore this if that's something that you wanted to do. Hit continue. This will show the page icon emoji. I will just leave it as a calendar, but you can select from all of the emojis that Notion offers. And then finally, you can add a Notion link to every calendar description and then also allow event deletion. So if any of your calendars get canceled, then you will show that also on your Notion database. Finally, you can go in here and select your syncing time frame along with your default calendar event duration if there's no end date, and then also the sync frequency. So the default will be 5 minutes unless you have a pro account. I'm going to go ahead and select on syncing Notion entries that were created before this sync, so then I can test out my integration. Now I'm going to test the synchronization. After it's been synced, you'll get a confirmation of how many entries had ported over. Now when I navigate back to my Notion page, I can see all of the items that were synced from my Google Calendar now directly to my Notion calendar. This is a two-way sync, so anything that's updated on one will get updated on the other. I hope this was helpful, and follow for more Notion tips and tricks.